I've been testing and researching Hugosway for the past 3 weeks, and now I'm ready to tell you my honest review. Specifically, I'm gonna give you an overview of this platform, and then I'm gonna tell you why I don't recommend them and why I think you shouldn't trust them with your money. Of course, I'm gonna show you proof of all my claims, so you know that I'm not inventing anything. Additionally, in the description of the video, I also included a list of brokers that you can use instead of Hugosway. But don't worry, I'll tell you more about them at the end of the video. And now, let's start with the review. So, I'm currently on the homepage of Hugosway, where they claim to be a true ECN broker. They will allow us to trade forex, cryptocurrency and stocks, and they allow us to have a leverage of up to 1 to 500. Now, if we scroll down, we can even see more information about this broker, like for example that the minimum tradable lot is 0.01, and we can also see the amount of assets that we can trade for each category. Not only that, we can also see that when it comes to cryptocurrency, the maximum leverage is only 1 to 100, and that they offer us tight spreads, low commission, and also lightning speed execution. Of course, if we just base our judgment of this broker on what they're saying, everything looks amazing, and this looks like the perfect broker to start trading, taking advantages of high leverage, low spreads and fast trading execution. But unfortunately, as I'll show you later, this is not quite true, or at least even if this is true, all the problems that you will have opening an account with them are not worth all the amazing perks that they claim to have. Additionally, if we get on this page, we can see that they claim to have segregated fund account. This means that the funds of the clients are separated from the funds of Hugosway. Of course, in theory, this will add an additional layer of security, because it means that if for whatever reason the broker close or become insolvent, all the funds of the trader are safe and they won't incur any financial loss. But again, as I'll show you later, I don't know if this claim is true, especially when one of the main problems that people are having is not being able to withdraw their money. But before I show you all the horror stories that I was able to collect online, let me just give you a brief overview of the back end of Hugosway. So once you create an account with them, this is the dashboard that you will see. Here we can see all the wallets that are currently on the account. We can open a new trading account. This is only possible if you first do a deposit. When it comes to deposit, there are only two methods that are currently available, which are Bitcoin and Instacoin. It's also possible to transfer funds between accounts, and when it comes to withdraw, the only method that you can use is Bitcoin. Something that I don't particularly like, and it seems that all the traders that are currently using Hugosway also don't like, is the fact that this broker doesn't support MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 or any other popular web trader. In fact, they use this platform called Pro4, and as you can see, you can access it on WebTrader, Android, Windows and iOS. The only problem is that, for example, the Android app and the iOS app has incredibly low rating. So if your idea was to use Hugosway to trade with your phone, please choose another broker. And also when it comes to the web trader, so the platform that you're gonna use on your computer, is still not at the level of a MetaTrader 4 or a MetaTrader 5. There are a lot of glitches, and sometimes when you place a trade there might be a lot of delay that if you contact Hugosway, of course they're gonna tell you that it's due to slippage, but in reality a lot of the times it's actually due to the platform not being truly optimized. But now, as I told at the beginning, let me show you some horror stories of other traders that have used Hugosway. I'm here on the Hugosway Trustpilot page, and as you can see, the average rate looks really bad. In fact, over 50% of the review are 1 stars, and one of the most common complaints that people have is the fact that they are not able to withdraw their money. In fact, as you can see here, this person is advising us to not use this broker. Hugosway is shady and scam driven. Don't believe a word. Nightmare experience. So, as you can see, a lot of people are having really bad experiences with Hugosway. And the fact is that I'm willing to bet that most of these traders are actually winning traders. What I mean is that one thing that happens really often with a broker is that if you are a losing trader, so this means that you simply deposit money on your account, open trades, you always lose money, and so you never have the opportunity to withdraw, your broker will look amazing. In fact, if they have a customer support that reply fast and the platform that they use is well optimized and responsive, you probably will never have a problem with them. The truth is that you only understand if a broker is honest or not when you become a profitable trader. Because when you start to grow in your balance and you want to withdraw your money, that's when a broker shows its true color. In fact, if a broker is honest, they will allow you to withdraw your money and they won't create you any issue. The withdrawal will be fast and you will receive all your money in the withdrawal method that you decided to use. Instead, if a broker is shady, like in this case Hugosway, you will start having trouble, like for example needing to submit additional documents that were never required when you were depositing money on the platform. Or maybe you will ask why you want to withdraw your money and they will try to convince you to keep them on the platform. And most of the time, unfortunately, you won't be able to withdraw your money, as we can see from all the stories of this trader. Not only that, of course, also on Reddit there are a lot of other horror stories of people using this broker. As you can see, this person has been using them for 5 years and has noticed how, as time went on, they started declining consistently. Here we can see another person that is calling them a scam, this time not because he's not able to withdraw, but because he have noticed that they are manipulating the charts. In fact, the charts that he was saying on Hugosway were different for the real charts. And this is another strategy that some of these brokers use to transform you in a losing trader, even if you have the skills to be profitable. Here on this page we can see some more negative reviews. For example, this person is saying that they won't allow them to withdraw their money, another person complaining about the withdrawal process, somebody else was not able to withdraw your money. So by this time I think you understand how things work. You're either not able to become profitable because the charts are manipulated, or if you manage to close profitable trades, then you won't be able to withdraw your money. Here we can see another example of a person accusing Hugosway to move in their stop losses and take profit to basically change the results of their trades. And finally, I would like to show you something interesting. Basically, on this post for 2019, somebody posted a screenshot of the FAQ on Hugosway website, where at the question, is Hugosway regulated? They replied that currently Hugosway was not regulated, but they were basically working on it. But as we can see, 5 years later, Hugosway still is not regulated, and this FAQ question is also disappeared from the website. So maybe they simply decided to give up and just don't be regulated and continue act in this way. So these are all the reasons why I don't recommend Hugosway. I don't think this is a reputable broker, and if I was you, I wouldn't trust them with my money. As I told at the beginning, in the description of the video, you will find a list of brokers that you can use instead of Hugosway. Those brokers are all trusted. They are proven to let their traders withdraw their money, and most importantly, they all offer a free demo account. This means that you can start trading with them completely for free without using real money, and then once you're more confident in your skill and you know how everything works with that broker, you can deposit money and open a real account. So, for this video is everything. If you enjoyed it, please leave it a like, and until next time, happy trades!